New details tonight in the arrest of two Fort Pierce police officers accused in the beating of a patient at Lawnwood Regional Medical Center. Court records reveal alleged efforts to cover up what happened inside a hospital room, including turning off their body cams. WPTV Treasure Coast reporter Megan McRoberts explains all of that is leading one city leader to call for stricter rules.
Surveillance video inside Lawnwood Regional Medical Center shows the moments Officer Albert Ekrode slapped and punched a patient who investigators say was intoxicated, known to law enforcement, and using racial slurs toward a black female officer, Monica Frederick. Court records reveal every officer in the room turned off their body cameras.
Had it not been for the recording in Lawnwood, we wouldn't know to this day what had happened.
Investigators say Officer Ekrode was provoking the patient to keep using the N-word, and before throwing punches, records show Ekrode checked that each officer had their camera off. Frederick told investigators she, quote, should have known something was going to happen when Officer Ekrode asked if their cameras were activated.
I was just stunned.
Frederick is also charged for lying in her report about what happened, also showing her summary of events to Officer Ekrode before submitting it. Investigators say she lied that Ekrode was spit on and kicked by the patient, provoking the beating, and that she tried to get another officer to tell the same story. She made a second report saying that actually didn't happen. Ekrode is also accused of telling the same lie in his report.
When you have those types of officers that are just saying to hell with the rules and the regulations, I'm going to cover it up like what happened here, that needs to be handled.
Commissioner Reggie Sessions worries too often body cameras aren't catching criminal activity. Records show Fort Pierce investigated nearly a dozen body camera related violations from 2016 to 2018 with 8 sustained findings.
We spent a lot of money for those body cameras. Why aren't they being used? There are no excuses why they shouldn't be used.
Sessions now wants more oversight, proposing a city ordinance that would require officers to upload body camera footage after every shift or every citizen encounter, wanting someone outside the police department to determine if missing footage is an accident or malicious.
So we've got to put something in place with some teeth to make sure that these officers have these body cameras on.
In Fort Pierce, Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
And we have reached out to the police department to see if they feel a city ordinance could help with compliance. We're still waiting to hear back.